All right, you're
I'd like
good to
to
go.
call to order a special meeting. Jackson County Board of County Commissioners for November 1st. We're here to discuss the redistricting map. We had a last meeting, in principle, we adopted a map. And today we're here to do what I call true up the lines of the districts, go over them and try to make sure that as many lines as possible are on obvious boundaries like roads, rivers, railroads, or whatever. My proposal is that we start with District 1, and we'll do District 1. Commissioner Hill, you have another meeting today. Is that correct? What time do you have to leave?
About 3:15 or later.
Oh, we're going.
Okay. All right, Joey, you say you've got some information you can pull up the map.
Yeah,
Let's start all the way up at the Alabama line. Okay,
Well, when you run his lines, you'll be running a lot of ours.
well, you'll run a lot of us. Then we'll do District 1, then we'll do District 2, and then we'll move to 3, 4, and then 5.
let me ask this question, Chairman. What is the accuracy of this map, Joey?
So he did a little bit of a rush job on it, but he took all of the boundaries that he had currently and made the border the center line of the road.
Okay.
So he's run every road that was already attached to a road. Now, he didn't add any population or make any big changes. If it was just on a
It's
road,
just
he
the
screwed
road.
it up the best he could.
Okay, very good.
So just,
It's where the census tract cut the corner.
Right.
yeah, and these census tracts would go over roads, 100 feet or 200 feet or whatever. We're just trying to pull it back and figure out what we got. All right, start up at the Alabama line.
Is that road crop? Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
road crop.
That actually is.
All right,
Those lines-
what do we have there? A section line?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
There is
Mr. Pate.
a lane there, Commissioner, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Chapman Lane, but it don't go all the way up. It stops, so that line follows straight up to the Alabama line. So it
So
is
that will be-
following the road, but when the road dead ends. it goes
That
straight
gold
up.
and blue separation there is on the line that runs straight.
Yeah, see where it stopped?
Right, so the rest of it just goes up the
It just
section
went
line.
straight up, yes. Oh, well.
So we're going to have, Michelle, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so on this one, you'll be following a street, but you will also have to pick up a section line.
I might say it's a
Is it a
section
section
line.
line
It's
or
not a
is it
section line.
So just continuing.
It may, I don't know.
Probably a property line.
Well, these are your section lines. The squares, right?
It may be a
On the
quarter
big street,
section. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
That's,
Or at least.
that's
they're
Miles
parts of it.
section, that's Miles section,
Okay.
so, right? So it could be broken down into
yeah.
quadrant sections.
All right. Are y'all okay with that?
That's the best you can do with that.
All right, coming down.
I mean, it really wouldn't matter because if you shift it over to the section line, there's no houses there. There's no road
That's
there.
Browntown Road. He's gonna make. He's pretty well got it on the road, right? All right, keep going.
Plus, he's got a little cut here, but you can go back and adjust that. We'll make sure.
Yeah. Clean that up. What road was that? You just Sanders Road? Okay, keep going.
It's highway two.
Highway 2.
This hasn't changed. This runs all the way to Browntown Park. I mean, no, that's actually, ain't it? Parkview. But it's Browntown Park, yeah. This is the same, this hadn't changed
Okay.
at all.
Wait a minute. Wait, you're going too fast. what are we following?
Section line.
Okay,
You look, you
where
go
we,
straight up.
Yeah, if there wasn't a road close, we didn't make any huge jump.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
so
the original.
right to the, go to the left. Is that the end of the road?
Yeah.
No, not that one, the dividing line.
Yes, that road stops.
It
there.
stops.
Yes.
So what do we pick up?
The section
Section
line,
Or property
Down.
line, whatever.
that don't, hadn't changed from the one that was done.
So
35
why
years
don't
ago.
we not starting where it's changed at? There's no contest of where previous, are we just making sure this map is correct? Because-
Correct.
We just followed it.
Okay, follow.
Followed
Okay,
Keep them, these were drawn in Dave, so this will be section blocks.
okay, very good.
Can I
Or
see that
census
map
blocks,
that
excuse
is
me.
there on the table, so we can't. see
This
that
one?
Since you're not.
Sure.
Thank
And we put one on the wall.
Right ahead.
Yeah, there's one on the wall also.
you.
Uh-huh.
Far away, old, I haven't had it.
Clint's in the same boat.
Hey.
So it follows all the way down, is following landlines. Is that correct?
So where's the dividing on the, go ahead, go down, Joey, to where it crosses that highway right there. All right there, Joey, zoom in on that highway right there, the intersection. So that'll be main, no, right there where it says, Highway 273. That will need to be pinpointed, because someone there, again, there's no houses on that east side. You'll definitely need to know, I mean.
It's already, it's what we had, 35 years.
Okay, so this is still.
This don't change.
Okay.
That right there don't change.
Already there.
Oh, okay, all right. Y'all let me know what it.
So we got the legal,
I would-
yeah, but we've got a legal description for Michelle
whatever, yeah.
to use to write it up.
Well, she should have one so far to where we start changing that. All this is already done. It hadn't changed.
Right.
Not right there, it hadn't
Right,
changed.
that's good. Well, this-
That's
All right, then what road is it coming down?
Peanut Road, and it follows
All right,
Peanut
follow
Road,
Peanut Road.
and that's the same way.
Comes off the section.
We share some roads.
Road that long,
Yep.
all the way down to there.
Okay. I think that was census block. That's changed a little bit, but it
Peanut Road.
runs this, that census block.
That's a road.
And then that road,
It
what
goes
is that
down
road?
to,
Caddy Road,
um,
Candy Road. And then it ties back into the city limits.
And that's changed a little bit. That's the first.
Just that little bit there on that corner.
Just follow the road.
That's 231 takes.
Then where does it turn on 230?
Right at 231, it comes
Lovely
into the
road.
city limits, and then it traces the
Caddy
city
Road.
limits, just like it
County
always
Road,
has.
231.
Over until you get where we took out Cottondale Elementary School.
Goes all the way back to the.
And there
railroad
again,
track.
I don't know, just since it changed and went to a high school,
Is there any need to take out Cottondale Elementary?
231. and then
I don't
it
know.
goes to,
there was some discussion that they thought it was already in one, and I said it was in two.
the other side.
Do you know any difference?
What that is, no.
It's in the city limits, so I have all the city limits. of Cottondale. And I don't wanna do nothing to upset the school board on this, because they asked.
Well, they're
for a
drawing their
school.
own map. They need
They
to
are
let us-
drawing, well, I guess they are, I would think that they would hopefully follow our map, but I don't know that they
So
will.
this will put Cottondale
They don't have
Elementary
to.
School and Mariana K-8 in the same district, right?
No.
Mhm.
Who's blue?
That's me.
That's Alex.
Oh, Alex,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. I was thinking that was, he was far enough west.
But he don't have Mariana.
We'll have to reach out to this. Why don't we leave it that we'll reach out
Okay.
to?
Yeah, if that, they want it in one, it's fine. If they don't care and it goes back in two, it's no,
No harm, no
there's no
foul.
people.
Well, then what would you?
Population.
There's no,
It's just the only deviation is just the school.
Well, then can you follow up on that?
I can.
I mean, it might come down to the school board, say, well, you know, we want it in District 1, and then we're going. I don't have a problem with
Well,
that.
while we're there, what would we use for would you use to say, there's a, looks
It's
like.
the city limits.
There looks
It's
like. there's
just
some
one
type of-
census block that took out that.
Okay, all right, so it'd be very easy to change.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, those two.
No,
schools
no
both-
people in. living there.
Right, yeah, zero. So, I mean,
Zero
what I'm
people.
saying is, as adamantly as they said, the K-8 and Mariana High School would need to be, in
That's-
contiguous, I would think that they would fight aggressively to keep them in, so especially where they're a quarter mile apart.
Right, that's why I said I wouldn't want to
Well-
upset that.
All right, so it comes across the railroad track?
Adjacent to the
Yeah.
south side.
What's that street there?
Well, there is a street
This is
name
Mayhill.
Mayhill?
Yeah.
All right, then we're just following Mayhill.
to
All
Highway
right, come down
90.
to 90.
90, and then you go over to, Whiteville Road turns to the left.
Turn back to the south too.
No, I don't think so. Oh, it runs to the city limits of Cottondale. That's what that dark yellow is.
Yeah.
That's your city limits. Runs the city limits over until that, edge, and then it runs down to,
Oh, section line south of the city.
to the
limits, to
I-10,
the Interstate.
and then follows the interstate over until,
Right there, you get out of the city limits, that last.
right there where it turns to, no?
That's where three of them join at right there.
We have different colors on our map we're looking at than what you got up there, don't we?
Is there a crossover right there? Joey,
The blue
line
is
on the right, is that overpass?
when we're
right?
working
Yeah, so
on.
this is the interstate, it's dark yellow, but that light yellow is District
So, wow.
2. Sort of strange.
Why wouldn't they split it in the middle of the median of the interstate instead of having some south of the interstate, like what's that?
Yeah, that's the way we want it.
Because you make,
Put the
there's
line
people.
in the road.
Yeah, that needs to go in the middle of the median.
So split
Yeah, that needs to be.
one
Oh,
and
that
three here.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, well, you don't want 50 feet on the south side of the fence, but you in another district when you got an interstate
somebody may
50 feet
put a house
away.
in.
So that's what
Right,
was
I
talking
thought that was
about,
the one they
Seventh
were
Drive.
gonna adjust.
Oh, well, I don't know, I just called it just to see why would make that dog leg right there and run back to the east when you just carry that orange up to the fence line.
Oh, that's fine.
What's that blue strip out there?
That's the district above it.
I know it is, but
There's nobody lives on that road at all.
This is just the other side of the
They
interstate.
can't get there.
we'll take that and just put the line in the middle of I-10 for both of them.
Move to the east just a little bit from each other.
It kinda is.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, no,
So is
no.
that the overpass just west of the Boy School exit? Are we that far east? I don't know.
This is New Hope.
Yeah, that's the New Hope. All right, so that's New Hope right there. So that's that overpass just west of the. That kind of mark where we're at. We're about-
Wait a minute.
Whoa,
Wait,
so
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, something,
We are way out.
there's something,
That's New Hope Road.
That's New Hope Road, so that's. where
yeah,
we're
that's
at.
New Hope
New
Road.
Hope right there.
But is District 1,
That's my district right there in the brown, the orange. That's in the orange is actually mine. It's District
All
three.
right, it's free, that little yellow, I mean, blue in the corner right there, that interstate, there's no houses there.
That's New Hope, yeah.
Yeah, that's New Hope, right. But the blue that's there on the south side of the interstate,
Yeah,
that's southwest.
Commissioner McKinney's too, right there.
Is there any homes in there though? That's-
Yeah.
Okay.
look,
That's where the Gilbert.
Here's
location should
I-10.
be.
Okay.
but then he don't come down here.
Oh, he does up here.
That's 90.
That's not 90.
No, that's
That's
the
the
No,
interstate.
that's
That's Connersville Highway.
Yeah, there-
Townsville,
It's Connersville Highway.
Oh,
this is a.
That's
Townsville.
Family Dollar right there.
This is Townsville.
yeah, there's a family dollar.
You got-
Look on
You
I
got,
just
the- look on the-
you got a long.
New Hope Road, I got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
I
family
got
dollar.
it. And I was in the wrong
Um,
location.
According to what the population is, but I don't see, yeah, why, Joey, can we go to the other map and see if there's any population in that blue corner there?
Triangle there.
Yeah,
kind of west of
there
the
is,
interstate.
though. There
There
is,
is.
I know there is. Because me and Commissioner Lockie, shared that road, there's a lot of people on that road.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's a,
you don't see many rooftops in that area. I mean, it's not like you see it.
Well, there's maybe one house, but I don't know.
It's an old house, isn't it?
no, there's
There's
more than
about
one.
5 or 6 houses right.
Grader used to park on that road, there's some, blacks that live on that
Right
road.
after the interstate.
I'm not that
You know what I'm
familiar
talking
with that area.
about?
Cut off. Pretty much.
I think there's there's
Keep
anybody in
that,
that
keep
triangle.
that, man.
I don't need it.
I'm talking about on New Hope.
I'm talking about that triangle there, east of New Hope.
Yeah.
West of,
Click on them. Oh, well, they're saying you might want to click on it because sometimes it don't change. See if it changes. There you go. So it's 46.
Yeah, but
no.
Oh, that little
That's right
bit,
there.
yeah.
I don't think anybody lives in that.
Yeah,
triangle.
we can take that
That's
off.
that's what I'm
Well, I knew
questioning
there
right
were
there.
some people up top, but you, yeah.
Just
you're
yeah,
right.
we're south of that, we south of 10 though,
But
right?
if you pulled it, throw that back over in Donna First District,
There's not- I
it
don't
won't,
think
you
anybody
won't
lives in
change
that triangle.
anything.
Just zero. It'd
Clean
be
it up.
easier for the cleaner for the citizens, you know, everything off the, you're south
That'll
of
be
10,
fine.
I mean.
Yeah.
That triangle should be there.
That should be fine. Just take that off.
Give that to Donna
Yeah,
First.
'cause it says total zero, move it to that one to the right, Joe, to the right of the bottom right there, that's there, it's zero, it's zero population, so it takes nothing besides the cleanup.
Well, that'll give him, some of those, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if you use
No.
interstate.
No, it won't. It
Not if
won't.
you use
It won't.
interstate
Yeah.
tomorrow. Can you code change that now, that makes something different, Joe? Do that word.
That's for new.
Do that word.
Yeah,
Do that word.
Kansas Road.
Yeah, that way you don't.
Well, it has more of a defined border on it. I just don't see any roads. I mean, I see that road in that top left field going inside the field. That's probably from a farmer. Don't see rooftops in there.
I don't think there's anybody lives in there.
Not in that corner. No. On that near-
Once you go across the interstate, heading back north on New Hope, there's several houses on the
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I was, had my bearings messed up.
You make it go all the way to the center of the interstate between the two highways to see if it'll do that.
This here.
Yeah, just go to that median. There you go.
There you go.
Or move that up, you move that up a little bit. Maybe the center of the, there you go. You know, I go to the middle of it. There you go.
I pulled it out.
You can start over and put more dots in it and make them curve. My house somewhere. Hey, where's that big hole in the road on that one?
I'm just kidding.
Good luck on following this.
What?
We're gonna follow this back around.
Well, that's all.
That to get it, Joey?
This, all this in here, that's kind of a greenish color,
Like when they're. that's
lighter green,
district.
that's in District 1.
All of this goes in.
Right straight up. Pretty much. No, it don't. Is that basically Endeavor property line?
Yeah, that's the two roads that go up. That's
Right
South
there.
Street.
Right there after.
Yeah, you've
Turn
got,
us back to the east off of South Street, that's the Endeavor property line.
yeah. Yeah, I won't have any Endeavor anymore, which I had the east side, and Dontrell had the west side.
So it follows the Endeavor property line, how far to the east?
Now let's don't get out in the bushes. Let's keep going with District 1 and then we'll come
We are,
back.
we're between District 1 and District 3 right
You're
here.
following.
Yeah, but we
Everything
gotta
north
go-
of that line is
It moved
Kansas.
up. It moved- You move to the north.
Oh,
side
yeah,
of
I
the
see what
interstate.
he's saying.
Yeah, he followed.
I would think that would run.
I mean, once it gets to,
Yeah, it goes Penn Avenue to South Street, then it gets into that's a creek. That's that creek that runs.
Drainage.
This is all there, but
right, so it's following the creek right now.
Or the,
That ditch.
is it ditch?
Drainage
Drainage
ditch.
ditch.
Drainage ditch, yeah. That's when Mariana got cleaned, wasn't it? There's the-
Yeah,
So it hits that all the way to,
Jefferson, then goes back up,
so the.
Then
old
takes a
radio
dog
station,
leg.
Mine, Jefferson,
South Street.
South Street. Green. All the way to 90. All the way 90, everything north.
That's 90 off.
All the way out.
All the
to
way
where?
out.
To 73.
No,
73 north.
73.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it goes to Missouri. What road is that right there? Missouri?
That changed.
and then slow.
Yeah, that's Missouri right there. So it takes Missouri. All the way up to. So that's where it goes to a section line right there.
Is that the is that the way it was?
Is there anybody on that, all that Missouri, north of Missouri where it comes back into Bump Nose? Is there any population in there? Right in there? I mean, that seems like that would go to McKinney's district to me.
There's 31 right there. 31, 139.
139.
On that base bottom to 139, 21 above it, so that's, we're at 160. Go to your right, Joey. There's 152. That's 312. For those three big blocks, there's 300.
Just seems like everything north of Missouri Road, all the way to Bump Nose, might be better than McKinney's.
it's gonna change your numbers,
Yeah, but how much? So with those
300.
Well, the three blocks he did again, there's 139. There's
I'm talking about-
31. Oh,
I'm talking about, Missouri Road is the one that kind of does all of that right there. It goes to the right, up, right, up. It's all Missouri Road right there.
All right, what's that top line?
that top line is a section line, is it not?
You see where it follows Missouri Road off of the Dothan Highway?
Yeah.
And then Missouri Road does that stair step. Is there anything in that block right there? How much is that?
This is 31. total.
This side.
31?
Yeah, 31 for that
I
one,
would
yeah.
say follow Missouri Road, the Bump Nose, put that in McKinney's.
Lord, the camera said that.
What's McKinney's numbers now? McKinney, what's your numbers now?
Yeah,
It's up on the left.
I don't know.
well, you can do it on the right, and pull the whole thing up, you see it there. Can't see that.
All right,
Yeah.
McKinney is
Okay, 8340.
8340. And if we added, how much was those again? You had 31. That's off to 8371.
Put me right just north of 8,000.
What line does that follow?
That's Missouri Road.
Missouri Road.
Yeah,
is
but
the
on
one-
the bottom part of it.
That's Missouri Road.
Oh,
Missouri Road does all that stair stepping.
oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
That's
so
what
that's,
I'm saying.
oh, I see it now. I just assumed when it got really straight, it was a section line.
And
I see it now.
Bump Nose,
Those wagons back in the day, they were straight on section line, wasn't
getting around those.
it?
Yeah, I agree with Paul. That should all tie into District 1, that Bumper Nose and, Missouri Road there.
These two-
So these two sections.
Right.
No, just.
No,
But
that's
the top
the one,
one,
that
the
one.
top left, right.
That's
That's
31,
31, yeah,
north of
that's-
Missouri.
Is
You
that
get
one?
that
right, right there.
That's 31 people, so that'd bring Paul up to.
See, that's
You're picking up
152,
the
and that other is 139, so definitely
Yeah,
start changing
no,
numbers
just
there.
that section there seems like from a physical standpoint.
It's
makes
a
it
good
easier.
barrier.
Yeah, I didn't know that road was that good.
Yeah.
Cooking. Yeah, they'll move.
Okay.
Hold that just for a second, George.
What's that number now? 8371?
Yes, sir.
But Joey, yeah, Paul, you're plus 31 now and our.
No,
plus
McKinney
30
is.
plus
Yeah,
31.
I'm minus 31.
Plus 31, you're minus 31.
Yes,
It'd be 31 people more for McKinney.
right.
That's
That's
correct.
correct.
As in what? You talking about, what are you talking about, for geographical, or you talking about for minority? We just changed it by 30, with 31 votes. There's 31 people live in that quadrant.
No.
Ms. Carroll, where are you going to have your polling places?
Well, that wouldn't matter. Yeah, that wouldn't matter.
Your ballot is printed when you walk in.
Yeah, we're not, we got, the audience is complaining over the phone.
Leon Kelly, currently, I asked that question because currently my county commission is, County Commissioner Donfro, and you just stated that it might be that it's going to District 1 now. So that means now I'll be voting in District 1 instead of District 3. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, but I didn't think, where do you live actually?
I live right there on the corner of Missouri and Bucknose.
On which corner?
Bucknose corner. My address is
North of
Bucknose.
Missouri?
Yes.
North of Missouri?
Yes.
So you live right there at that bottom right corner intersection down there.
I live right in the intersection.
Right there. No,
No,
that one, that
down.
Right there.
Right there.
That is correct. If we make this change, you'll be voting in McKinney's district.
Okay, so that brings up what I was stating the other day, that it would change the voting now for citizens that live in those areas. Now we're gonna change it to District 1 instead of District 3.
That's correct.
That's happened all over the
Yeah,
county.
Yeah,
It has
it's
to
all
get-
big.
I've got hundreds of them that's changed.
No, I was just trying, because that's where I live at,
All
I
right.
just wanted to get
Yeah.
clarification.
Right.
Oh, yeah, yes,
The
yes,
reason
Yes,
being,
sir.
it just helps
geographically.
well, from a road standpoint, it helps us understand where, if you're north of Missouri roads, you'd be voting in McKinney's district, and that would be true everywhere. Either north or west of Missouri roads, you can vote in McKinney's.
So we got some work to do when it comes down to voting.
Do what?
For what?
For education wise,
As far as people knowing who we're gonna vote for. I know
That's her job.
Yeah.
I know that's her job. I'm just stating,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be some work to be done.
Oh, it's only done countywide.
The whole county.
The whole
Once
county.
Once we get this thing put together, you'll see it many times.
Well, I think, Ms. Kelly, like you said, I lost 1,100 people that have to change those positions now, just in my district. And they voted all these,
All of them.
and they gained,
They had to
they had to
gain.
gain those, and now those that gained them in districts will have to be educated for their district. So, I mean, so,
I perfectly understand that. I was just bringing
Oh, yeah.
the point.
oh, sure, absolutely.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly.
All right, moving along. Coming,
From there, the difference between my district and Alex is different. It's pretty much a section line all the way over to
Old US.
Old US Road.
Now, that up top, we didn't
So yours
change.
is orange.
Yeah. orange.
that light
So we
green.
need to change that, if we don't do that. You don't make the changes we're going, or you just making notations? Or you don't-
His colors don't match up.
He's making changes on the map, right, Joey?
Yeah, I added in that section too.
Okay, good.
I'm just adding indentation to the number.
All right, then you turn
This is on the corner.
on Poplar Springs,
Poplar Springs Road.
and come down to Blue Springs,
yeah.
then go east.
Yeah, the kids there.
And go to Lupine.
What's it called? What's that?
That's Lupine and Carlin, what's that street that comes off of Flat?
It's Sylvania Pines, so,
Don't they tie together in there?
yes, sir, we find it comes Sylvania Pines, just next to.
Okay. So then it comes back to Flat Road, follows Flat Road to Wintergreen.
Yeah, right there in two eggs, so it makes a little triangle. So why wouldn't you just put that, triangle right there in one of the two districts? That is the way y'all get it laid out? I mean, it looked like to me that whatever that triangle is right there, why wouldn't you just?
Well, it's streets.
Okay, you're going on the street, I see it now.
Yeah.
I see the streets.
You're
right.
following roads.
Right,
Is that right?
Greenwood and, I mean.
Well,
2A.
also that probably census.
I don't know. That's off.
Is there anybody,
There's a little jog there.
there's nobody inside that,
There's actually a house right there. One house.
oh, I see it now, yeah. That trailer,
It's an old house. I forget the name of the couple that lives there.
okay, so just two people live in that block.
Yep, that little dog leg. Then it follows Wintergreen. You with me, Alex?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, we got.
Up to Wolf Pond. Go left on Wolf Pond.
Is that Oscar?
Oscar. To Bates, turn right. And go to,
Follow that all the way down Bay.
Bowers. Go to Bowers Road and turn left.
So it's a road?
I think it's, yeah, go north now, Joey.
It is a
North
road.
and west.
Yep. Oh. No, you had it. Yeah.
Here's Bowers here.
Bowers.
Oh,
Yeah, but I say you gotta go west if you don't follow that line.
All I'm saying,
You,
could you pick up this district?
he's
right here?
behind.
That little triangle?
I don't know, that little triangle right there.
he's behind it, which made me lost.
Yeah. Go back to Wintergreen and Wolf Pond.
That triangle right there.
All right, go, no, get away from there. Go left. Okay? And you will
He's
follow Dozer,
Okay,
Okay.
pick up Dozer,
I'll keep going.
and
We're all the way to, whatever that,
to Bates.
Yeah, basically, Joey, just go to the red, pink or whatever you want to call it, color runs out on your west side.
Friendship Church.
No, we Friendship.
I am.
Uh,
I don't know why y'all drag it.
Right there.
Y'all messed me up.
now go up, Joy, go up. What's the name of that road?
Friendship right there.
Friendship.
Friendship.
No,
It is, it's friendship.
I-
That road right there.
we didn't go all the way around. Did you follow Dozer Road to Friendship?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
All right.
Well, let me ask this, is the map that's on the board is the map that you're looking at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is.
It's just different color.
It's different.
Then follow Friendship to the state line.
No, that is not what's on the map. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know it made that.
It makes a dog road.
Okay.
You got it, Alex?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Got it. Now we've set some corners.
All right, we got Alex, or I think we're finished with District 1, right?
Now you gotta go to 2.
District
Yeah,
2.
fine.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
The top part of mine's done. But we set it. Right?
Yep.
So we go down to the bottom part. And that's just like it was.
Where you want to
Right,
start on the
section
west
is
side?
Boundary?
Yeah, do the east
Mine and
boundary,
yours.
just run it down, because we know the west boundary is set.
Yeah, that one, that
Right.
east boundary.
Oh,
right
you
there.
want to go backwards?
I was just
What do you
coming
mean it's set?
Bethlehem Road,
By yours?
No, by the western boundary set by the counties adjacent to you, border boundary.
But the south part.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about starting.
I'm talking about your east part between mine and yours.
Okay. Heavenly Drive. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all down there. Y'all in the middle.
What, is that a road
Where are
right
you?
there?
This is fair.
Let's
I don't
start-
know where they want.
well, hold on.
Right there. Let's
Joe,
start at the
go on the,
Washington
go
County
to the
line.
west
Start
side of the
Washington
county
County
line
at the
and
bottom.
follow District 2 around. We'll straighten it up that way.
Okay, that is following Dry Creek. That's a
That's a
section
section.
line. But then that becomes Mill Road, which is the break now. And it goes across 231, stays on Mill Road, keeps going, Mill Road, oh, yep, right up until
That Kinesville, what road is that? 286?
Kinesville Highway.
Kinesville Highway. So that intersection, right? Zoom in on that intersection where it says 276.
No, that's Garden View.
Garden View.
Garden View.
So Garden View
running
and
Garden
Mill
View.
Road.
It goes up to
Bethlehem.
comes down to, that's Kinesville, Bethlehem.
Yeah, Bethlehem.
What's that right there?
Yeah, what line is that?
That's a section line?
It's got to be a section line. It's cutting across.
It's
It's
red.
not a cut,
Can't be a
it-
section line.
it's not a section line, but it is
It's not
a,
running north and south.
Why
no,
not?
but what it is probably a census
Census
tract.
tract. Because here on our map it's red for some reason. Census map. And it goes up to 5 points. And then comes across over to Topaz. And then goes
All
up
the way back up.
to the
Kinesville.
Kinesville Highway. And then runs Kinesville till that loop that you were talking about.
What loop is that?
Damascus Loop.
Oh,
Damascus
okay,
Loop.
we
Damascus
changed
Church
that.
is.
Yeah, I paved Heavenly Drive last year, so
I don't think anybody lives in that loop.
no. And then it goes up to the interstate.
What road is that? What is that right there between the interstate and Damascus Loop? Is that a census tract between
Which way?
Damascus Loop, which is
The line
Oh,
runs
that's
north.
that's Heavenly Road.
Heavenly
Road.
Yeah.
Where's your Jeff Mathis?
Not in,
It's right up in there somewhere. I don't know which one of those.
What's his name?
Jeff Mathis.
is he the one that had the barn up there? Yeah, if it is, it's over to the right, just to the right. Oh, no, not that barn. The barn and the house.
He may live right there.
On the left
To
side?
your to your left. Just a little bit. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
That's
not on the
right, that's
line,
what it
so
is.
let's keep going.
no, he's not on the line.
So are we straight? Are you straight with your boundaries?
What's that
You
on the
happy?
blue side? Is that just a true up on that one on the rest,
That's the
Rest
rest area.
area.
Rest area.
okay, gotcha. That's on the west, on the north side, okay.
All right,
Yeah, mine's.
now,
The only question you have in yours again was just Cottontail Elementary School.
Yeah.
Inside.
and Willan's gonna follow up on that.
It's a specific question. I mean, really, we're asking, are they doing their own map? Because that's the only reason I could think of. why we would
Well, we
discuss
have
it.
drawn Cottondale Elementary into District 1. If they're drawing their own map, then we'll probably put it back in District 2,
Well, and
where the
just
high school is.
while we were talking, Nicholas Warren with the ACLU emailed and said, just in case you all would want to know, there are actually 7 registered voters living in the census block where Cottondale Elementary is, even though the census reported no population.
How's he know?
He didn't say.
No, and I know that the census ain't right. Everybody knows that these people did not fill out the census, but that's all we have to go to.
They'd have some baseline.
7's not gonna change anything. But if we don't need to leave Cottondale Elementary in District 1, let's just clean it up and put it back in
Well,
District 2. leave
If
it
they want
together.
a school in every district, right, and they accept our map.
They're gonna have to
they
draw.
Need to be there. If
Yeah,
not,
but they'll have to draw their own map.
It matters for
They
the 7
can't-
people maybe, but,
All right. You happy?
yes.
All right. Paul, District 3.
There again, why don't we start, wherever you want to.
Well, we got,
You-
District 3, what is your count, Commissioner Page?
you have to go to that other map.
His page is, count is,
88,044 minus 31, so.
No,
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 he's
not
84,
him.
Yours, y'all.
yeah, 84, 81.
84, 81.
Yeah, the only two changes minus 31 plus 31. And we got a question mark by the Continental, with plus 7, I guess.
Mhm.
I wanted
I
to,
didn't realize that.
All right, where do we want to
Where do we
start?
We'll start.
Let's start at the top of the north end and come around. All right, Bump Nose Road.
Well, we've already changed that.
All right, then we just go to the right. Well, we've already done that.
It's a section line there.
Just come all the way around to your intersection of District 5.
Let's see, is that
Now come down,
That's Poplar Springs.
Popular Springs?
Poplar Springs,
Blue Springs.
Blue Springs Highway. All right, take it from there, go back to the left with it.
Back to
Joseph.
71.
Got any questions on that?
What road is that? No, not 71, Kim, down. What road is that? Right there.
that's a line.
Is
That is not a road.
Yeah, she
Must
got
have
the,
been a. Well,
That's a census tract.
census tract, because on down it's close to
Midway Fish
Camp
Camp,
Road.
Yeah.
That is a census tract, I can assure you.
It had to
but
be.
you not want to follow, I mean, how many would I,
That's a lot.
lot right in there?
We got several others, that division,
Yeah,
the division to the left of that,
there's quite a few people that live off of Midway.
Yep,
then you go down to Mill Pond.
That's Mill Pond,
now,
and then to 90.
you will go to the mill pond will stay in District 5.
The water.
Yeah, the water.
which-
That way we just keep it one district.
And then you're going to where, once you get to Highway 90, it goes to,
Straight east to,
okay, 71 south
Yeah,
to,
the railroad.
track. Follows the
Go
railroad
west.
track. Back to Spring Creek or Chipotle River,
Yes,
and then intersect Chipotle River to keep interstate. Bear Paw, right, stays with Chipotle River.
All the
all
way
the way
down to Dry Creek.
Follows everything north of Dry Creek.
and then we'll follow Dry Creek back.
All the way
All the way
to somewhere
to-
right in,
Right there.
somewhere in there.
And then what's that line right there?
Mystery Springs
Okay,
Road.
but it doesn't, okay, so
It runs off.
runs off a little bit,
And then it goes to Bethlehem Road.
and it goes all the way to, Bethlehem.
And then it goes, that must be that census tract, or that railroad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same thing we talked about on the other.
that's what I was asking, is it's gotta be a census tract.
I got a census tract now, if y'all want to look at it.
Good luck with that.
And then it
You can't
runs
read
to,
'em.
what's that road right there?
5
Point
Point.
5 point, right, into Topaz.
Topaz.
Back up to Kinesville.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you comfortable?
I'm never comfortable.
I'm not going to ask you if you're happy, because I know you're not.
Yeah,
Is it acceptable? Okay, all right, Commissioner Hill. District 4,
just start right there, where we made that one change in the corner.
start at the west side of the county, there you go. Just follow it.
That's a change, brother, that's where,
Yeah, that's all the same.
It's all the same, all back up here.
Bill Road is what we're running right now.
Where we get any changes will be over on Highway 90.
corner of, Bill Road,
it's all changed.
that one corner, what was up, what's that court? The one that we, the drainage issue, Charm, where's that?
That's
at?
right in,
Oh,
it's right in there somewhere, Swales.
yeah, I don't have a clue where it is.
I don't think so. I would be right. Let's see. We're looking for Croom Road.
Where's that drive?
That's Garden View right there.
Yeah, it's back to the left.
Yeah, I thought it was over by 231.
No. It probably still.
Wells Road,
No,
Charm.
Croom,
Charm Road.
and it won't change.
That looks
anything.
like it.
You
Oh,
get
no,
it.
I just was a starting point, no,
No, we,
Charm Road.
It's,
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
so really where we would start on yours is come all the way up to Highway 90.
over here, my little peacock. That all stays the same.
Okay, and follow Highway 90. Just go east, Joey. All right, that's the city limits of Grand Ridge.
Not that close to Cypress this one.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that, I wasn't watching.
It's Old Spanish Trail, yeah, right there. What's that little dip?
Go there go to the west, Joey.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just trying to find out what road the breaks were to the Old Spanish Trail off of 90, what connects 90.
Peeler?
Right there, what's that, no, on the top left, right there. What is that, section line?
That's a section.
Okay.
That's the census tract.
I'm just trying to find out what, I'm trying to remember what it is. Okay, I just didn't know, what's the road to the north of there? Shalimar, okay, right, very good.
Yeah,
What happens in Grand Ridge?
It basically follows the city limit.
City limits,
Yeah, yeah.
then goes back.
Yeah,
Old Spanish Trail is in District 5.
Shady Grove right there.
where's that, yeah, that's the Scarlet, that's Station.
Scarlet.
That comes right across there, the corner.
Old Spanish and then goes east. To,
So how are we defining the road separations of any road? Say if it's a dirt road, the road separates it, who district is it in to maintain it? How are we doing jurisdictional on that?
Usually, one road grader is gonna do both.
Right,
But
right. I
Just like
agree.
Mill Road,
Oh, yeah.
you actually do my Mill Road.
Right. And I do Jim's Old Spanish, and I think y'all, you compensate some of mine.
And
with
who
that west
knows,
there.
we might not
Yeah.
even change
well,
grade
We'll look at the greater
areas.
what's that road going up there, Eric?
That's, Inwood, okay.
Inwood Road?
Yeah, that's where, because that's what I had a
Take
problem with,
Inwood.
because before it was like 200 feet out there in the middle of the road on that left side of Inwood and El Bethel. And it
All right,
goes-
so we go up Inwood Road to El Bethel. Then we take in a census tract
Yeah, that goes, the city limit
Go.
follows the city limit.
east, then go south again
Yeah,
on
that's-
Walden Road.
Walden.
Right.
down in London.
All right, back to 90. And then we go to the city limits,
That's right.
go north.
Right.
At the city
City
limit
limit
sign,
sign on the north
which
side.
will be
It's just
yeah,
offset. It's
turn
actually that sneeze.
back to the
Yeah,
east.
that needs to be adjusted.
Yeah, just a little bit, that's fine.
Bring it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that road is exactly the line defined, but it can, there's no native people that live on the north side of that road, it's just woods, so yeah, if we need to square that off with the city limit, just make sure it adheres to the city limits.
Don't look like it.
No, there's not, yeah, that's.
One above it.
Sneed's Drive, Sales Drive.
You need to follow, well, whatever that line is, the city limits.
And then it just,
If, inside there, just like all the other municipalities, it follows the city limits boundaries. Keep going to,
Which is the section line.
right, that's right. That's Legion Road. Now, here, I did have something I want to see if we could change it. Don't change any population, but that part right there, I'd like to see that in mind, just simply because that whole part there, it doesn't change anything. There's nobody that lives there at all. That whole, but I'd like to see if we can get that.
Sneed's Park.
Just Sneed's Park. I mean, it's all core property, but that's part of some of the grants where I'm helping Sneed, right? There's no population there. It don't change anything. Is there, if we went to the map that showed the block, would that change anything? I know there's no population there for 100%, there's none there. But what would that change? How could we use a guideline to just at that?
Draw the boundaries of the park.
Well,
Probably
yeah.
census tract.
Yeah, something. I mean, again, it affects nothing on numbers because there's no there, but that's some of the grants we're writing for. Stuff that's needed. That's it right there. Is that a big block? How big is that block?
12 people.
Yeah, they must go, it must go all the way to the river
They
road.
take
goes on up.
Kilpatrick,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so they live in the woods there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes way up there.
Yeah, that's all Three River State Park. There's nothing to core. There's no,
Well, they got the park manager.
yeah. So what would it hurt if I just put that in that district?
I mean, have I got in my district?
On 5/27/23. And
How much?
I'm sorry, 87/23.
Take them. I don't need them.
Okay, yeah, just that's that one section right there. That'll give you, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's Needs
So
Park.
the lake is, I'm assuming that's the lake?
Yeah, that's Lake Seminole, but he took,
Yeah, but that's not the one I need though, I don't think.
you want to be up there near the lake.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, I want to border the lake. Yeah, but I guess that Sneed Park is on that line. You can do the one
Why
to
don't
the right.
you just take out that,
Well, I don't care
that
how.
road? Oh.
Yeah, do the zero, then add the zero to mine, just do that one. There's no one
Yeah.
there, that's all core property. Just add that one.
That's,
Yeah. That's zero people.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I want right there.
Do you want that other piece that he just added?
Yeah, that'd be fine. There's only 12 people there.
Well,
It's 12 and zero. That just gives those two properties. The property, the reason I'm saying the property, zoom back in there on the Three River State, on the park, Sneed's Landing Park, here, right there. It did split on the south end of that. We split the boat ramp up and we're both that's rented property from the core. So that helps where we do one grant for that
do
application.
you need all that other, or do you just need to follow that road and go around the Steeds Park?
That's not a road.
Well, it's-
Oh, you talking about the ramp? Yeah, it don't matter.
There's something there.
Give him the
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
core property.
Well, it don't look as bad there with that.
That means in that yellow one right there where the airport is, that's Kilbetter. Okay, yeah, that's too late. That's fine.
Now, will that take you all the way down to 90?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the east side of the night, that's correct.
All right. All right. You comfortable?
Yeah, just follow it on out, yeah, just follow.
What do the final numbers end up being?
So I just gained 12, didn't I, right?
Yep.
Right, here plus 12 and,
Lost 12.
so that put me at 84.35, it put Jim at 87.11.
What's mine? You don't like-
No, yeah, I do, yours is, if we don't count this plus 7 for the high school, yours is 84.81. As it says, now if you add 7, if you get the cut, you'll be obviously at 87.88.
Just go from District 1 all the way down.
Okay.
What numbers you got?
So I'm not gonna do anything with margin. District 1 is 83.71, Clint is 84.8.
You caught it with
Okay.
2 seconds.
Good. According to the map on the top left screen a while ago, the numbers were for District 1, before any changes on the plus or minus, was 83.71. District 2, Clint's 84.81. District 3, 80.13. District 4, 84.23. And District 5, 8723. Now, some changes we have altered from there, tell me when you're ready.
Well, go back to District 2.
That's right, and yours as it sits now, before any changes, is 84.81.
84, 81.
Okay, so the agreement between Donafro and McKinney was, McKinney would be plus 31,
Plus 31.
and then, of course, Paul minus 31. Yeah,
What's McKinney's number?
original McKinney's number was 83.71, so he'll be at
All will be
9,400, he'll be at
79.
8,402.
below 80. 8,000.
Does that put us,
No, we're all within margins of 5,
Yeah.
we're below a half a point margin.
Yeah.
5 was the number.
Okay.
If Clint makes a change with elementary school hypothetically, he would have plus 7. So he would be at 84.88 if he makes that said change.
But he ain't gonna minus any because it
No,
ain't showing up.
that's right. That's right.
Okay.
And then, Paul, if we get the minus 31, you've already done the calibration, you'll be at what, 79, 80,
7907?
89. No, that wouldn't be right. Put my hat on.
82,
Yeah.
70, 79, 82.
Yeah, that's right. 79, 82.
Hang on, Paul.
79,
I may play Santa Claus.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let's go ahead and get all 5 of them, then we'll do the Santa Claus thing. District 5, my district, I added 12 from 84.23, so that put me at 84.35. And of course, Jim's is currently 87.23 minus 12 would obviously be 87.11.
And so it's a 5% from the smallest district to the largest
Well,
district? Or
I think
No.
together, I think the
Divided
factors,
by 5.
yeah, 8406,
06
which
was
would
the
be
idea.
10% would be 84. So it'd be 500, 400 something, you're within, yeah, you're all within the margin. All within the margin.
Joey, pull up the census tract. And go right here. On mine, yeah, that part that goes, come down. Come down. All right, go back to the left. Right down in there. What have you got? That puts,
179.
Yeah.
well, I'm trying to help Paul out. But that would be breaking the mill pond. I hate to do that, but
on the west side of the mill pond, that goes all the way up to Blue Springs? Or no? Up to,
Is that everything?
census line up there?
What you trying to accomplish?
well, I'm like 300 up. He's low. I'm trying to get him closer.
Okay.
If I can just give him some, then the numbers will be closer.
That's what the issue has been to begin with.
Yep.
Trying to make your numbers. Oh, yeah.
If I stay west, if I stay west of the mill pond, what's that big block north right there? Is there anything that?
163 people.
That's south
You
of
give-
Blue Springs.
I can't see any streets.
If you get it, Mr. Donald, those, Valley, is it Valley Road area? In that section, wouldn't that help your numbers, Paul? The speaker gave you all that Valley Road
Valley,
area.
that's what I was,
79,
yeah, we were talking about, yeah.
82. All right.
What road is that right there?
I'm sorry, which road?
This is Chase Way.
That's,
So you got a 729, y'all two are the biggest margins between
Yeah,
us right now.
yeah, that's what we're trying,
729 people.
we're trying to
So if you
square
split
it up.
If you split that,
What if,
365 people is what you need to gain.
How much?
360, rounded up, 364.5, we split y'all two exactly, so y'all have margin.
Joey, pick up, Evergreen Lane to the west. But right in, yeah, go left, go to your left. But right in there, what have you got?
163.
163. All right, then drop back down. Come on down, down. All right, go to the left. Right in there, no, right there.
This is 179.
What is that there?
What two?
Well, what is that?
Welcome to.
Yeah.
That's
we-
all.
Lakeshore Drive.
That's stuff on the east side of the mill pond.
Yeah, that's,
Would that be considered Indian Springs or? not?
no, Indian Springs, you go in,
I know where you go
Indian
in,
Spring
but I
Road.
don't-
if we gave him the lake shore and then gave him this part of Evergreen, I mean, we got, I just,
Would you say it was 160 evergreen?
163. Hold that right there, just, Joe, 163. And what's the name of that? Evergreen?
342. I need to drop about 300. And he needs to come up.
He needs to come up 365 votes. Now, y'all need to split 329, what y'all need to do with 330. I mean,
That's where he's at.
Paul, I'm willing to, I'm happy if we do that.
So,
That will give you, that'll just get our numbers closer.
what
So
about the
you talk
middle?
about that right there?
yeah, where you?
Yeah, that part right there, Evergreen Lane.
163, boom.
You've got other blocks in here.
Oh,
So this is what got these.
well, you gotta take them two and that other one.
No, just that one. If we can do it right there, what's that?
Those are two separate in the vote.
How many are in there?
So they're two separate.
Yeah, yeah. He needs to do that. That'll make it, that'll make the
But
margin.
you gotta get that other.
Well, then,
No, we ain't going that far over.
You got to get that.
No, we
you
don't.
gotta be contiguous if that number,
No,
if that yellow is inside of another district, you can't have them segregated. They gotta be contiguous.
census tract.
So you gotta take
Yeah, but
that
don't
one
matter,
and
you
that
gotta
one.
have
to take
They
that
could be-
one.
What is
47.
that?
This is 47.
And what's them other two? 11 and
There are
11?
two separates and they're 11.
So 22 and 40.
Well, I was just going to draw the line down Evergreen,
Plus 163. So we're already gonna make
That's what I
that
was
change,
gonna do.
Joey? Is that what you're saying?
but we
You
don't know
good
how
with
many
that?
people are in there.
On the one that had, on the Evergreen one, where's that notation at? You make a notation on that one.
Like I marked it in.
Okay, very
Is
good.
that how big is that tract to the left of Evergreen? That tract there?
That's the same one. 163.
No.
Look,
It's
yeah.
that big.
Hover
I'm
over
gonna call
that.
it this is
It's
the.
a
Oh, okay, there it is.
163.
That's the Evergreen.
That's the Evergreen track we were tracking. That puts him down, I mean, closer to you. You was at
22 and then whatever that, what's in that big one? I mean, the big little block. The big little block. There, yeah.
47.
how many?
47.
47.
That's
Census tract, that's,
That'd be 110, 210.
how much is that?
And then the 11 and 20 and 207.
You have 160. What's the smallest one? I've only got one. I've got 162.
11, so that's 22.
22. So that'd be 200, be 232.
232.
And you needed 232 minus 365, which they needed to, that'd be your margins.
But that gets him closer, a lot.
You got it, Clay? I know you smiling. You done the math? All right. What's the math?
And then add those.
163 subtract 365. You're at 133 margin between two of them.
8314, right?
And we're at,
But you're just.
Paul's at
subtracting
8214. Jim's
Is
at,
that within, percentages?
Oh, you
Oh,
was
yeah.
at percentage before you.
but without him giving you some, you was below 8,000.
Yeah, we need to do that.
so that gives him Spring Chase,
Yes.
right?
I guess, I don't know.
No, if it goes up.
Chase
more to
Way?
Yeah, that's Spring Chase, yeah, that's Spring
the-
Chase.
That's
That's
Spring
what-
Chase right there?
Yeah.
Closer.
And we got to try to get it as close as we
I
can.
think well, right now, you're only 100 and,
8214.
yeah, between y'all two. How much, what's your number?
8214.
82.
What about,
83.
8479.
What was?
Come back down to,
we'll give some up?
Hold on just a second.
I'm trying to get it a little closer if we can. What was the number down there? 163?
163, 47, and 22. That was the numbers you gave to Paul.
No, I'm talking about this right here.
This one's 179 here.
179. That's
119 inside this block.
No, you can't do that. Let's leave it as is. Paul, you happy?
I'm going with it, closer than we were for sure.
Add 5, so we're gonna add this, and this.
Right. Yeah. There's 265.
Just like AutoCAD. Just like AutoCAD.
makes sense from a geographical standpoint too.
So what are we following coming up Blue Springs Road there, Joey, to the left? No.
No,
You've been
go
right.
east
This
of
down
where-
here, this is 100 Fish Camp.
150.
Hunter Fish Gap Road? Okay. All right, anybody have any questions?
Can we pull up the statistics to see it all?
Yeah, get the,
See where we at on District 1? 51.41 black. No, nope, 53.03. Y'all was looking at the wrong line.
One
Yeah.
is 8371.
84, 83, so.
Run on number 4 again for each one of them.
There.
New numbers?
Yeah.
he's going to front of.
Okay.
That's definitely Cottondale Elementary for you, right?
Yeah, let's not count the color, because it's not even on there.
You haven't gotten an answer on that, have you?
He just said there hasn't been a formal decision made.
There hasn't.
All right. Anybody in the audience have any questions?
I'm looking at the total up there. I see your total is adjusted to 8,479.
Oh, man.
8,435 for number 4, District 4, and District 3 should be 8,214.
45.
Yeah, I don't know. That is different.
8,245.
Yeah. Somehow, I don't know.
8,245. And, okay, can you throw that back up there one more time, that,
I was gonna check and see if I missed something on the other
Okay.
page.
cause I got a different total for, District 1, I still see 8371, I thought you added 31 to that, and it came to 8402.
Original number was,
That is true.
It
I don't
came
know.
to 8402.
I don't think that ever got-
31 to
They
it.
have-
I don't think that ever changed.
Did we adjust it?
This is Missouri
You
Road.
didn't
You
adjust
did
it.
change it.
You changed it, but you
Maybe
didn't adjust
The
the total.
computer didn't pick it up.
okay.
Well, we done it on one map, didn't do it on the other map.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
just telling you
That's
what I'm
good,
looking
that's
at.
good.
No, is it on there?
Changed my total back down to where it's supposed to be and changed Alex's.
No, it's on there, ain't it?
Missouri and Bucknell.
Yeah, that's it.
But those totals don't jive with what we're saying.
8371 was
Did
original.
did you make the change?
So this should be an
the little
8402.
triangle Change, Joey?
Making that change should have brought it up to
That was the
8402.
polygon.
8402,
right.
We'll jump back over and find that polygon.
I wonder,
Yeah, that's the
or
one,
maybe get out of it completely and come back.
yeah, that one right there is probably,
That wouldn't do.
yeah, but there wasn't nobody in there, did we say?
There's nobody lived there. No, it wasn't.
Just to the east. Just to the east.
Something right there.
One more east, but that whole thing, yeah, that's right, that thing right there, southwest corner where you're at right now, bam, right there.
Zero and zero.
But you didn't change that color, you'll do
Yeah,
that later.
we're changing that to,
Well, if we're just taking that corner, because this is a block, if I could see if I added that. Well, no, I guess- so that was a 3 add south of the interstate,
Yeah, and the one to the right,
Yeah.
there you go, that's it,
but no number change.
and no number change. So we're questioning the number change on Missouri. We gotta get plus 31. I don't know.
It's changed.
What was the number you started out with, Alex? Do you know?
8371.
The numbers you quoted, was that after?
That's right, I don't know, I'll just.
Was that before or after we added the?
No.
I don't know, I just wrote it when they were.
We made a change and changed my number to 31, plus 31. Where we got them from, I can't.
Eric may
Yeah,
receive
I know.
after you.
I thought it was at, Buffalo's in,
It was.
Missouri.
Yeah.
31 right there.
Okay, when you started out, it was 83, 40, and then you plus 31, which changed it.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Now, where did the 8402 come from?
Did we?
84 too, if we added the 31 twice, according,
Like we did.
Okay, and maybe that's what you.
yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's 83, separate one.
So we're right there.
That's where my 80, that's where my 45 came from, as opposed to 14. 'Cause we gotta add the 31 back.
So does these numbers that we've changed now add up to the total sum of numbers that we have?
Well, then we'll,
Those
I hope, if not.
well, that's what I'm saying, we can run those numbers, because we don't need to add.
Like you. The ones they got up
Yeah,
there.
83, 71, 84, 81.
Okay, so the 84, 81 includes that.
No, the 7 is not in question, because it's not counted on the
Yeah,
census
that's right.
at all.
It's 84, 81 will stay the same, even if he does adopt.
I got the total of 42,011.
What's your number?
42,011, is that what it's supposed to be, Joey?
It doesn't sum.
Oh, is that some?
That
Okay,
doesn't
divide
sound
them
right.
by 5, and
It should be 8406. Well, that's what we had before. I don't have changed now. 'Cause we-
it shouldn't.
It normally tells you the total population of the county somewhere up there.
What was that average?
Pardon me,
Divided by 5, 42.
divided by
I got it.
5,
Somewhere.
8402.
All right, so we come down.
8402, that sounds.
That's close.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah, it was 8406 or 8408. I think 8406 original, the perfect number.
4211.
Don Fro, you were at 8214, and Paul, and Peacock's 8479, or you changed that, we changed to 79 now.
And 1% would give you 420 either way.
We're within the,
We're way.
we're definitely there. All right, Fred, you have any questions from anyone?
If there are any members joined via Zoom that would like to ask a question, they can do so via *9 or the raise hand feature on the Zoom software.
Okay,
I see no hands.
no one in here have any questions? Right? Okay. Michelle, you still on?
I'm here.
Okay. We need to file the petition to get relief from this consent decree. So I think we do, but I can't make a motion, but I want the board to consider it.
Is she ready to do that? Does she have everything that she needs to be able to proceed
Whether
with
she's
that?
got it or not, we need to proceed. We need to give direction, if that's what y'all want to do, because 10 years from now, somebody else is going to be sitting here, and let them deal with it. Now, the court may not let us out from under this consent decree, or they may. It's not going to change anything. So
Michelle, does she have anything to add to that?
No,
Well, you got it.
I just need direction from the board.
all right, we got a motion by Commissioner Hill,
Second.
second by Commissioner Donahoe to instruct the attorney to file a petition with the federal court requesting relief from the consent decree. Any questions?
Well, you said relief, meaning within the next 10 years or so, we'll look at this again.
Got to look at it again in 10
Right.
years, yeah.
Yeah, just 10 years from this year, yeah, 2030.
But we gonna stay up under the decree for.
This map,
Yeah, we
this
are,
will
yeah.
be done long before the consent decree is even considered. Because by the
I
time
just try to
she
make,
files-
I'm make sure we're clear here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
by the time we file the paperwork and everything, get it before a judge, we're probably a year out.
But it won't change these maps.
So these maps are the same.
They'll be looked at, if I'm right, 10 years from now, and then if we're not under it, you know, it could not change at all. You look at it and some of the numbers ain't changed.
Well, you'll have, probably, hopefully your population will have shifted, because hopefully we'll have that housing subdivision out on the road, which will give him more people. It'll have to be adjusted. So, all right, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, motion carries 5-0. Michelle, get with the
Yes, sir.
program.
We need to make a motion to accept.
I would say we need a motion to
I will
accept.
move to accept the map presented today with the adjustments.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Pate and a second by Commissioner Hill to accept the map
Minor
with
adjustments.
the adjustments that, the truing up that we did today at the boundaries. Any questions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries 5-0. We're finished with our redistricting map. It's now up to administration and the attorney to get it done. Yes, Ms. Carroll.
We always say in other matters.
Yes,
Sure. While we have Ms. Jordan on the phone, I've had a lot of the general public call and ask, when are these maps going to be in effect? So the process, I would like to clarify, is that you have to get relief from the court and do not. So the map has been approved as it is, and then you'll submit the new guidelines to the state, and then we'll start following this map. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay, so no relief from the
You
court.
agree, Michelle?
Yes, we still have to get court approval of the map before it actually takes effect.
Two different things going on. The map that we voted on is basically probably what we'll live under for the next 10 years. But we're also doing like every other county, we're seeking relief from this consent decree.
So this county can move forward,
That's
living
right,
under
that's
this map, once you submit it to the state.
You
But-
can take a look at it and start paying some serious thought to it.
Mr. Chairman, that's not what Michelle just said, so we need to make sure we're all on the same
Say
page.
what?
Michelle, can you clarify? I thought you were trying to say that the court has to sign off on it before this map is effective.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
That's correct.
But we've met all qualifications, correct? We met
Yeah.
the things. I mean, what could be, I mean, I'm sure he could. I'm not saying he or she, federal judge couldn't. But as far as the criteria, we met all the criteria that was imposed upon us, correct?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Yes, okay, yeah. And there may
It's
be
just a
some.
procedural thing.
Sure, it's a procedural.
Is the ACLU lawyer online?
Must be because he was emailing some information in response.
What's his name?
Nicholas, Mr. Warren.
What?
Warren.
Mr. Warren, are you online?
Yes, Commissioner, I am.
You have any comments?
Not at this time. Thank you for the opportunity, though.
It appears to follow the guidelines, right?
It does appear to do so, yes.
Okay. All right. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we, should, discuss.
Come up to the mic.
Should discuss the, position of the NAACP, what, their feelings of the map as well.
I'm sorry, what? I can't, thank you.
Okay, but, I said we should discuss the position of the NAACP.
We're here, go ahead.
Oh, that's what we asked if there was anything from the public.
Go ahead.
Okay, the map it does meet, the consent decree. And, we have a portion of the, population, the majority. But I'm still in the disagreement with, the members of the Gracefield district. Still, there is no school in District 1. I still say if you got a district, there should be a school in that district.
There is. That's their map to draw.
Okay,
That's their map.
I know they're drawing their own
That's
map.
fine.
They are drawing their own map out. But as far as the county, there, you have a elementary school. And in District 2, you have 2 high schools that is in that district. And one high school in District 1. You just only have, and you split Cottondale, where we agreed to keep, not split Grace, Mariana School. We did not do that, but you agreed to, I'm in Cottondale, so that's why I'm speaking. I'm in Cottondale. So you split those schools there in Cottondale.
Well, go ahead, Commissioner Pate.
The only reason, well, you said that NAACP, they didn't, that was not.
They didn't draw it on their map.
About a school.
Mhm.
School board brought that up. And they said there was not one in there.
Yeah, I spoke in the meeting in regards to the school as well. I
Yeah.
stood right here at this.
Okay, but I mean,
Mhm.
okay. But you have other counties that have 2 schools in with 5 school board members, so that's not a requirement.
Okay,
to
I
have
know that is
every
not a
percent.
requirement. That's not a requirement, but I did speak on that. And my concern was that, and he said that no one spoke other than the school board, but that wasn't
So
so.
they brought up the issue.
Yes,
Let's go
and
ahead.
they first brought the issue up and I came back to the podium and I gave my concern
Well,
as well.
When the initial maps were drawn by the NAACP,
Mhm.
ACLU, and the county, neither one of us had a school in District 1. Okay?
When the initial map was
The
drawn,
initial map.
okay, Cottonelle Elementary School was already in District 1.
No, but that's not right. That's what she said, but ask Miss Carol.
It was y'all,
The city limits of Cottondale was all in District 2, and that school is in the city limits of Cottondale. So it was in District 2. Ms. Long said it wasn't.
She said it was not in there.
She said it was in District 1, but
Okay.
but I understand your concern, but the school board, if they want a school in each one of their districts, let them draw their map. As a county commissioner, I am responsible for making sure the roads are in good shape so that the school buses can get up and down them. And trust me, I get calls from my school bus drivers all the time, which I'm glad to get because they see them every day. I don't. So putting a school in every county commissioner's district, I don't know that that's warranted because we don't have that much interaction with the operation of the school and school board.
Okay, but
We have, I can tell you, out where I live, there are students who go to Mariana, high school and the elementary. There are children from up in Two-Egg that go to Sneed's. They come from all over the county. It's not like it when we were going to school, you lived in a district, you went to that school. No, they can go anywhere they want. A lot of these students that you see at Sneed's come from Gadsden County. A lot of the ones from Graceville go to Poplar Springs. So the school, let them draw their district lines the way they want.
Let me
the way
say
I
it too,
see it.
Jim.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm most likely the next few years, I will be losing elementary school totally out of my district because as the current consensus is from the board, school board, is that they will be consolidating on the east side, Sneeze Elementary with Grand Ridge Middle School. And they're now financially, it looks like to all indications that they will be moving that to the city limits of Grand Ridge. I will only have a high school. They don't separate Sneeze Elementary from my district. So it's evolving, especially, and I assure probably over the next 10 years, there's going to be looking at Malone and Gracefield. I mean, the population of Malone, what they graduate 18 people.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, there's 6 miles, 8 miles, whatever it is from K, you know, so I don't know what's gonna happen that 10 years, but I don't lose a school during this next 10 years. I mean, they've already, no matter where they move it, either at what we call 4 points and or if they just move it to the, which they've already purchased the land, or if they just move it to the existing campus now, which is probably a higher probability, I will be losing a school in this district.
But for clarification again, there is a school in each of the districts as this map is currently drawn.
And that is the Cottonelle Elementary School. Am I correct? In
That's right,
District 1.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And when we go to formally
Ms.
notify
Carroll,
the school
come up,
board,
please.
we're gonna formally notify the
Yeah, we
school
do.
that we approved this map.
They'll know it before we get out of here.
Yeah, probably some, but yeah, if they're not.
Ms. Carroll,
Yes, sir.
if an individual goes to one of your polling places, do you in fact print their ballot when they present their ID?
That's correct.
So whether I've got a District 1 county commissioner and a District 3 school board member, does it make any difference?
It will be printed and they will have the correct ballot in front of them.
And that's based upon where they live.
Correct.
So the confusion is taken out at the poll place. When I hand you my ID, you know, or my voter card or whatever, and you have my name, my address is, it would generate that correct, no matter where it is, as long as my house, it would, the correct ballot. That's all.
It's taken out at the polling location. The confusion will probably be before that.
Right, concern is, right.
Well, we-
Well, we have to do a better job educating.
We've had confusion anyway. When Dr. Spires was in District 1.
Yeah.
I'd have people in District 1 come to vote for me and, 14A.
Right.
There's been confusion.
But now, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody can vote here in Marietta, correct?
The early voting,
Early
Okay,
vote.
early voting can, anybody can vote.
Marietta, Greystone, and Sneed.
Sneed,
you
okay.
can go to either one of the early voting
It's,
locations.
it's election day where you have to vote in your precinct.
Have you made the determination that Cypress is gonna be back open this election?
Should be, I think,
Okay. I know the
according to
building's
county
through.
maintenance, it's good to go.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just planning on an aggressive campaign to get out there and educate
Do
voters.
you have funding to maybe do a little more advertising?
I may have to come back to the county and request that.
You asked that
Go to
before.
Glenn.
That was baited.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I know that when I presented
Well, we
budget,
got to do it.
Oh, I know, we got to do it, but, yeah.
when I did present budget, we talked about the additional funding that would be needed for postage and communication and voter education. So
I think the big thing is going to be to get these maps out, and then as soon as we can, get voter ID or registration cards out.
we will not do that until the state has done what they're going to do, because we want to make sure that
Oh, yeah.
we do it one
We got to
time.
have it a final approval before you start. But as soon as you get that, we need to start working on it.
How long does that usually take for the state side to approve it?
I do not know. I
Your voter
truly
card
do not
has
know.
what district and.
Exactly.
Congress on
So
it,
we need to wait till the state makes their decision on those lines as well. But we're ready to go when I've ordered the voter cards, and so we're ready to print them when everything is final.
Which they were gonna change anyway.
Ironic, today, 1 year is the general election. It's November the first.
Yeah, but they,
First two
they,
days.
some will be decided in,
Yeah, that's
August.
August, right, but I mean, as far as the general, it'll be today,
Yeah.
1 year.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Carroll. Anything else? We are adjourned.